What's going on, everyone? Darkwater here, and welcome back to Airport CEO and our recreation of the Zurich Airport. And last time we kind of worked on the arrival level, where everybody goes through security on their way to the train station down here. Again, probably not a lot of people using this, with the exception of some staff. The departure level is taken care of. Got some people getting on board a flight now, and actually let's check the flight planner for a quick second. 106 flights coming in. We've got a bunch of large flights coming in tomorrow. Do we have any more that need to be added? Yes, we do. Let's go ahead and get them in place. Give our people in the E terminal something to do tomorrow. You are a large flight as well. No, nothing there. Okay, Air has got one. We can drop down below. Anybody else? Crown? No. You know what? Apparently fueling is an issue. That's interesting. I also don't have the a few of the large stands labeled. Why is fuel an issue? Because we don't have fuel. Why don't we have fuel? Can I request extra fuel? There we go. No. Oh, okay. Thank you. Interesting. Apparently vehicles are struggling getting to our fuel depot. Did I not turn this back on? I did not turn that back on. Okay. Well, hopefully this will not be an ongoing issue. Here comes another fuel truck. Oh, this is going to be a mess for a minute. Okay. What are we short on? Baggage trucks? I don't actually know how we're short on baggage trucks, but sure. I wanted to come in and take a quick look and see if... There it is. Grab a Swiss Airlines, because we've got some things we're working on today in the E terminal, easy for me to say, which has a bunch of Swiss lounges in it. But today I want to see if we can knock out the rest of the E terminal. So the lounge terminal, or the lounge portion up here, I'm going to add a little bit more terminal foundation over here. I don't know if we're going to need all of it, but we are going to need some of it, because I don't think we've got enough space there. We're going to start down at this end real quick to begin with, and this... Oh. Those stairs got to move. Just realized where I put that. Okay. We're going to wall this off. This up here is the observation deck. And how far are we taking? I think we're taking it to here. But you come up the elevator or the stairs, and this is going to be kind of the outer edge of the observation deck area. And then there are a couple doors. That's actually the center, isn't it? Looks like they're to the side. There's one there and there's one there. And we will drop in a window right... Nope, not that direction, the other way. There we go. Window there. Now we're going to take this forward. Just a single square, but there's kind of a little open area. I'm going to shift these over one square just so I can get some wall in place, and then too big. Do that and that. Fill in with a little bit of wall here and there. And that will take you out to the observation deck. This comes across. There's technically another elevator on the other side, but we didn't build it on the downstairs. And I'm not about to put it in because I believe there's a... what's down below? Oh, it's a break room. Yeah, we'll leave the break room for the staff. Looks like maintenance area, perhaps. Something like to that effect. But you can come up the stairs. There's a door here to the stairwell. Let's just do that. And I don't know where that's going to go. There are a set of bathrooms here. What you guys doing over here? Anything? Looks like the fuel situation is straightening itself out. People are not getting through security today. Why is that? Oh, well, we're missing a bunch of security guards apparently. Interesting. Okay. It might be fixing itself. Well, still people that's a little slow on the go here. We will see on that. If you guys want to build stuff a little faster, thank you. Stairwell's gone. That's all I really wanted to do. You're gonna go there. We can build a little bit of wall, and there's actually a door. Oh, there is a door there. Okay, that works for me. Wall across and a wall there. Grab these two bathrooms. We will pop upstairs, flip, drop them in place. Open them up, and that gives us our wall. I'm gonna wall this completely off. In the main area here, there is just kind of a black... I'm going to call it black. It's a just a dark tile. And then in the middle area here, there is a skylight that opens up to the area below. So I believe there's an escalator there. Yeah. And so basically lives where that escalator is. Take that out, put that one in. So we'll represent the escalator skylight with a little bit of window edge. So something like that. And then the whole area is... It's a wooden deck. Do that. I think I want to do windows all the way around just to represent that it is a observation area. It is outside, but I can't really do a whole lot to indicate outsidedness. But we'll throw some windows around. There are places with the binoculars. I couldn't come up with the word. My brain kept on going to magnifying glass, and that's very different. But there are places on the corners and the front that have just kind of some I almost said it again. Some binoculars, so you can do a little observation. I can't get these outside, no. There are some benches. We're going to go with couches, apparently, that live here. They're just black metal benches. And then on this side, there's kind of a small kids' play area. So we'll grab a little bit of black, I guess. And it's got a big Swiss Airlines slide in the shape of a plane, so we'll put the plane out here. And then there's a couple smaller little kids play things over here. We'll do white for that. There's kind of a green little ride-on airplane. And there's a blue one as well. Give me a little bit brighter. There we go. Yeah, so there's just a small little kids area, and that's basically what the observation area is over here. Downstairs is fine. Okay, let's just grab some tile real quick for the bathrooms. Give me this for... There we go. And so we've got our observation deck for people to come hang out and observe flights coming in. Now there are several lounges on this floor, and I kind of want to block them in first so we figure out kind of where things are going. There's the Emirates Lounge that lives up here. This is fairly just kind of a square lounge area. Which direction? Oh, okay. I was trying to figure out the stairs here, but they go back and forth to coming up here. Okay. So there's a little bit of a hallway area that take you kind of out to here. Actually, I should be using... going to use windows for here and here. There's kind of a division between the general public access, which is to this area, and the lounge areas, which have access to kind of their own little terrace. That's the word I'm looking for. Words are hard today, apparently. So I'm going to run this all the way down. It runs all the way on the other side as well. The only lounge that I recall seeing have access on this side is one of the Swiss Air lounges, which is the first class that's down here. All the rest have access on this side. There's just dividers between them so that you don't just hop from one lounge to another But you've got the Emirates lounge over here. I am going to wall this for now. It's probably going to turn into windows. This comes in just a little bit. We're going to put a big door there. And then across. One, two, three. Oh, that's not going to work how I want it to. That's fine. We're just going to take it to there. There are bathrooms up here. And I believe the entrance is on either end. I'm going to adjust this ever so slightly because of space restrictions, as well as trying to limit the way things are flowing a little bit. And maybe we do. Hold on. Let's take out this. Can I have my bulldozer? Thank you. Because the Aspire Lounge sits in here. Is that a double elevator? It is. Ooh. That changes things. Because there's the Aspire Lounge that sits here, and then there's the Prime Class Lounge that sits next to it. The Aspire Lounge has access to this elevator and stairs. The Prime Class has access to this elevator, bank, and stairs. That's a tight fit. Okay. Give me some wall. I'm going to wall this off here. Did not realize how small a space that is. I'm going to come to here. So the Aspire Lounge entry is right here. Basically a door in the middle. There's a door here as well. We'll figure out what we're doing down here in a minute. The Aspire Lounge, you know what, I might as well just run wall all the way down. I don't know what's freaking out there. Oh, it's patio. You come in on the Aspire Lounge, you can go to a little seating area over here or a food area over here. Meanwhile, you is access for the Prime Class Lounge. Wall, there's basically a window here. This is walled off. Walled off. There's kind of a hallway that takes you around. I don't actually know where it goes, if anywhere, but I'm going to wall it there because we've got another lounge here. Yeah, I don't know why the game's freaking out about... Oh, that's right, duh. It's access to that. how am I doing this? I know how I'm doing this. Give me a lounge. We're going to go ahead and actually build this lounge. We're going to split it into 2 separate lounges. The Spire Lounge has an entry there. The Prime Class Lounge has an entry on the opposite side. I'm going to use one lounge to accommodate basically 2 lounges. The Aspire Lounge doesn't look like it's a very big lounge. We're just going to take this across like that over here. There is a skylight in the middle. I'm going to hold off on that because we are kind of building 2 lounges. I kind of wanted to map everything out first, but I guess we'll build the lounge first. So on this side, there is just some windows. Maybe a large window, that'll do. And then up against the window, there is just some seating. We'll take it all the way down. Oh, perfect. And then some just black stools. And then there's just kind of, I don't want to call them conference tables, but it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And just some modern chairs. Oh, the tables and the desks up there are also black. Do you want to? Thank you. And these seats are kind of a light cream color. There we go. A little bit of a wall, just kind of separate the space. Not there. You come across like that. That takes care of that side of the Aspire Lounge. On the other side is kind of the larger space where you've got a small eating area to the back. And then just kind of a seating area in the front here. So we're going to take you... I think I want to do that. We'll come over a little bit more. The Prime Class Lounge on the opposite side basically has a walled off area here. I worry about that being that close to a wall, but it should be fine. In the central area is where the food is, and then there's seating on basically both sides. Yeah, it's fairly basic. I'm going to take this across here. We're going to take this the full length just to square it off. There's a little extra space. I believe there's bathrooms at the back. And it looks like there's kind of a small bar area in the center. Over on the... this side. But normally I would do a bar, but unfortunately it gets a little bit tougher to do it kind of in the middle of a lounge because you can't build around it. So we'll do buffet there, and in the other lounge there's kind of the 2 areas for the buffet there and there. There are a couple pillars at the end of the buffet area, like so. Let's finish this one first. I'm gonna add a door here. I'm not putting anything in this area, but just to make sure we've got, you know, access there. So in the eating area back here, there is... I need to zone this before. There we go. Nope. Oh, that's because you're closed off. There we go. In the eating area, it is a tiled floor. To there. The rest of it is kind of it's a wood. Almost looks like it's a herringbone pattern. But since we don't really have a herringbone print, we'll go ahead and just go with that. I was going to take that wall forward, but we'll go without. Rotated that the wrong way. It's just basically round tables, white tables, black chairs. If I were smart, would have painted these before. It's not bad at painting, apparently. We'll do one more. Why not? And then the rest of the area is just kind of small tables and chairs. There are a few partitioned areas over here that have just kind of armchairs in them. So we'll do 1, 2. No, not there. I need it back further. I assume I can get away with this, right? These are... No. I want that color. Thank you. Fine, we will just paint all of it. Give me a... Oh, every time. The painting is so touchy in this game. And that faces the window that exists, and then we'll do 1, 2, 3, and kind of a little walled partitioned area. And in that, there is just some seating that looks out. Those are kind of grayish. There we go. And then there is a door that takes you out to a little bit of seating outside. And, yeah, it's just got a little round table out there. just a couple of them out there just hanging out. Let's take out all three of those. Do that. This side doesn't have access, but this side does, so guess we'll do that, and then a window there looking out onto the patioed area. So that takes care of that one. I don't know why I paused it. The Prime Class Lounge, on the other hand, it's predominantly a dark wood floor, something like this. We're just going to run it the entire size. The elevator... Oh... I just realized this is a problem. I'm just going to take out all of this, aren't I? Because I didn't realize that the stairs stopped there. Okay. We're going to wall this off, wall that off. Sure. That'll work. The flooring is the same in this little lobby area, if you will. While you guys are taking out that, let's real quick deal with the Emirates Lounge, which is in here. Nope, okay. So Emirates Lounge has the check-in right in the front, and basically you can go down to the left side, down to the right side. I believe there's another skylight in here. And basically on one side is kind of the eating area, the other side is just a general seating area. So the side on the left-hand side is basically for food. I'm going to extend this over a little bit more. And then give me some buffet tables. 1, 2, 3. It's kind of on the interior here. We'll take you all the way across. I assume the bathrooms are in the back, but I'm, again, not dealing with any bathrooms in any of the lounges. But they're there if you need them. The center here, again, there are windows on the interior, which gives me belief that it's overlooking the skylight down over in this area. Just to let some natural light in, but I'm just going to wall that off. Side with the food. Oh, yeah, that's from this year. Okay. I was looking at my reference picture here, and yeah, sure enough, it's from this year. It's kind of a light-colored tile coming through. And then on the other side, there is a little bit of tile, but it's a lot of carpet. Kind of a bluer carpet. And then the front center has the light colored tile. So it's basically tiled all the way through. The flooring in the middle, I don't know offhand what that is. There are windows. It does not look like there's terrace access for seating on the terrace. It looks like there's just an emergency door. But that holds true for both sides. It's basically... Oh, the flooring in the central area is a dark hardwood in between. I just stumbled across a picture there. So we'll do window, window. Rotate, small window. And we'll do the same thing on this side. Again, there are just windows out. Well, this is outside technically, so... I mean, I could just go without windows. That might make more sense. But I don't want people falling off, so... okay. Let's quickly do this side. The seating is basically up against the window, and then there is some basically straight armchairs. White table. Darkish sand-colored chairs. 2, 3. And it's basically just seating all the way through. Looks like there's a little coffee area towards the back. Oh, sorry, wrong back. Up here. You know what we could do, since the zoning does kind of stop there. Give me the restaurant. Give me this, and we could do display fridge. We could do a little coffee machine. And how about some sandwiches? Take the wall down here and down here. And just delete that so that we at least have the stuff there. There's a pillar. There, and there would be one on the opposite side as well. There's some red tile that kind of runs the length in the area. There's a small little half wall that I'm not going to add. And then on the opposite side, there's kind of a dark blue carpeted area through, say, there. Maybe not through there, because it's the same red tile that kind of wraps around. And then it runs the length of the room on both sides. There we go. And over here you have a bunch of just straight-backed armchairs, some tables. Oh, there's a couple plants in there. 2025. Okay, hey. Just trying to figure out the date on these. This side's considerably smaller. Let's bump that forward. Couple tables. Do that, and then do you want to paint that chair, please? Thank you. Grab you guys. Not gonna grab you guys. We're gonna do this. That and that. I am gonna take out these tables. And just a couple plants in there. And those basically continue all the way down. And we'll just extend the carpet all the way through the room. And that takes care of the Emirates Lounge. You are a dark hardwood. We are not adding bathrooms. Door for the escalator. Nope, that's a set of stairs. Is like an escalator. So that takes care of the lounges on this half of things. And we've got the Swiss lounges. And the Swiss lounges are going to be interesting. Trying to think how I want to do this. You know, since I'm not doing bathrooms, we can just do it as a single giant lounge and break it up. Okay, I think that's going to be the move here. I don't know how far we need to extend over on the right-hand side, so we're just going to extend this all the way out. I did not international that, did I? Let's try that again. Oh, this actually, the whole thing needs to be done. Because there's a back patio on the first class lounge. So it does need to be, it has a full wraparound. I will go back, deal with zoning in due time, but we're gonna do just a big old lounge. We're gonna break it up into 3 separate lounges. So where are the 2 elevators and stairs? You basically come up here. And this is where you've got the split between the business lounge. Nope, that's not what I want to do. I want to do that. Actually, no, that does work. There is the... Nope, give me that. The desks are the same. I know they're the same, but I don't know why I'm doing that. There's a desk check-in for Swiss right here. And we're going to drop a wall in this way. And we will... Actually, we're going to... going to come across here. And I'm going to just balance that out. Here, we don't have fire trucks. And I believe there's a door. I don't think it's wide open. But then there is a door on this side. There's a door on this side. And I did not mean to put that door there. And so I'm going to take a wall there. And on the left-hand side, which is considerably bigger than it needs to be, this is the Senator Lounge, and on the right-hand side is the Business Lounge. And that ends before here. So I'm going to do a wall here. And this area over on this side would be the Swiss First Class Lounge. And so we'll just kind of wall this off real quick. Wall there. And I'm just going to square this off. And yeah, that's actually a decent size. And I'm suddenly concerned about the game wanting access between these three. We'll play it by ear and see what happens. This is really large. But there is a hallway here. There is a little bit of seating kind of along here that's looking out the window. Just a few armchairs. And then there's some information, some magazines on this wall. As you come around the corner, there are bathrooms here. Obviously can't do zoning within zoning. So we're going to shrink things down a little bit. I'm probably going to cut the back half of this. Because, well, maybe. There's food here. Actually, let's take that out. I'm going to leave a hallway where the bathrooms would be. Because we do have a lot of space on this side. So that would be basically taking you back to the bathrooms, as well as showers. It's accessible also from the hallway here. I don't have a door there, do I? I didn't mean to drop a wall there. Move, game. Thank you. Door. Thank you. So there's men's, women's, and then kind of a shower area. And it looks like the showers are accessible to both the Senator Lounge and the Business Lounge. You just have to check in with the folks at the front desk. But then there's another wall that kind of takes all the way up. And then you've got some... It looks like there's a chef that you can request, so it's not just buffet table style. So there's like a frontline cooking area. Closer, there we go. And then opposite that is the formal buffet area, just kind of grab and go. But you can request from the line cooks up here. Where's the center? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's here. So there is, again, another skylight here. Give me a larger one there and move pop up. Thank you. And it just runs from the roof down through the center here. It gives a little bit of natural light into the lounge area as well as the floor below. And a wall here. Down in this area is a relax area, if you will. It's what it's called on the map. There's no phone usage or anything like that. Just a series of little booths with a little area that you can sleep in. They're all kind of black. That is not the way I should have done that. Yeah, that's more how I want it. But you can just kind of isolate yourself in there and have a little nap. It is facing a window, and there's several of them. You can go on that side. So I want a wall there and there. And so this is going to be basically the back of the lounge area. I really want to shrink that, but I'm not going to because the zoning is going to be a mess if I try and play with it. And then you've got kind of the full lounge here. There's a coffee bar in the middle down over here. So we'll drop in, what's that, 3, and that's 4. You're not going to sit even. So we'll drop you there. I think I want to bring these guys back. Yeah, there's a little coffee station, another small buffet. There's a wall separator. Gonna do that just so it's even. Over here, there's kind of a little work area. So it's kind of walled off. And it's got some workstations. I contemplated putting the office desks, but that's just not going to work. So we're going to do that, and we can get a small chair in here. You know, we'll take it to there. We'll have a little bit of space and little doors for some quiet access. I think there's also a conference table area in here, but given the space, we'll stick with this. And so the bulk of this kind of wall to wall here is armchairs and tables. I don't see a plant anywhere. Looks like all the tables. I'm going to start here. Black chairs, white tables, all the tables have electrical outlets in them, it looks like. And it looks like probably some kind of USB. There's just a bunch of tables and chairs. that. So it's... No. I want it there so it's even. Take it to there. And leave a little space in the center there. And it looks like there is just multiple rows. We will tweak this side a little bit. We'll do that. We'll take out that. There is down over here a whiskey bar. And there's another one in the business side as well. That's a lot of space we've got left. Where's the eating area? Ah. Alongside the wall here is... Oh, opposite side, up here. Again, more of these guys. Just kind of running up against the window. There's actually a... So there is a little space because there is a door. Take those three out. There's a small door outside here. Probably should have put the windows in first. Oh, that actually sits very nicely. Sure. We'll go with that. And then there's just some small tables in the eating area. There is... Let you guys get building stuff. Table, chair, yeah. Can't tell what color those are. Looks brownish. The tables up here have a yellow trim to it. So we'll go with yellow. Give a little color in here, even though it is a Swiss lounge. I think they have some kind of sponsoring on them. Give me tables. Do that, and then there's just kind of some just regular boring old chairs here. There's a small half wall through here. And then I'm going to grab this and drop it over on this side as well. And then there's just kind of the hallway here. On the opposite side, there is... more of these guys that are down over here. The wall kind of isolates things a little bit. There's some up against the window here. I guess that'll work. And we'll fill it in like so. There's a little bit more segmentation in the areas here. But I think that will work. There is a door outside. Give me a small window here. I think I want one here as a separator between the senator and business classes in the first class. It looks like this is accessible to some seating, so I'm going to do that. Flooring just looks like it's a real dark wood. So we're going to run that basically throughout. Then the central area, the check-in, looks like it is a dark hardwood here. So we're going to run you like that. Dark hardwood coming through here. Doing a wall there. And so that'll take care of the Senator Lounge. On the other side, we've got the Business Class Lounge. Same. It's I don't want to say it's a hardwood, but it's clearly tile. The business class lounge has a lot of the same things that the Senator Lounge has. It's the same dark flooring running through. There's windows out here. There's the whiskey bar that I didn't add in. Let's do this and this. And we will take out this wall because it's kind of the highlight of the Senator Lounge. And since I can't get a proper bar, I'm just going to do that. And then there's just some tables and chairs for you to sip on your whiskey. The bar, it's a dark colored bar with kind of a white background showing you the different whiskeys that you have the option to sample, I guess. But it's set up very similarly, just kind of reversed. So you've got, you know, a lot of the your cooking back here. That is not where I want that. And then it's got a little buffet area for, you know, proper buffet. A little walled off area next to it. We'll do that. Similar, the seating is nearly identical, so I'm just going to grab that and drop it across for the eating area. I don't think I want all that. That's a lot. And on the opposite side, you've got the same tables, chairs. If it's not the same, it's very close. Nope, I meant to go down one more square. And so there's just a big old seating area and then kind of a small business area in the middle. Does have a whiskey bar area. And it's got some wall dividers. Kind of dividing up some of the space a little bit. 1, 2, actually, let's just grab it from over here. That's not going to sit where I wanted to. That's fine. So there's just kind of some room dividers, and there's a little bit, I don't want to say quieter seating, but it does divide up. I think I went the wrong direction with that. There we go. And again, you got your little whiskey area. So I'm just going to grab you like so. And then outside, there are some tables, chairs. And similarly over here. So we'll add them there. Give me a door out, because I don't think I have a door over here. No. There's a door, and there's one over here. If I were smart, would have been putting in windows. It looks like there's a door in the picture I'm looking at. It might just be an emergency door, because I don't see any seating on this side up here. So I'm going to add a door. And that'll take care of that. And then lastly, we've got the first class lounge that we will knock out real quick, because that's not a very big space. Basically, you come in, there's a wall here. There's a bunch of wine racks on the side. I think I saw somebody specify that there's upwards of hundreds of bottles that you have the ability to purchase. But yeah, there's just racks and racks of wine whenever you first walk in on the side over here. Gonna do that and that. I don't have a bunch of racks for wine, so we're just gonna use a bunch of tables. Actually, give me those black ones, because the cases are all black. Basically, I would normally put a fridge in here for that. Use the display fridge, but it's got all the wines over here. On the left-hand side, there is a full bedroom with shower over on the left-hand side that you can basically, I don't want to say rent. that's basically what it is. And then on the side over here, you've got your buffet tables. So we'll do one. Actually, yeah, one there, one there. And there's a little bit of eating area. So we're going to extend this to, say, here, come across and up. Like so. There is Also a conference area, so we'll do that, kind of a business conference area. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is just some modern chairs around the table. So you can handle whatever you need to. Go. And it's just up against the wall there. There's a little bit of area like that for privacy, and then a couple walls like this to kind of separate things. Again, black chairs and white tables seem to be kind of the motif here. I know that's not even. Looks like there's actually a couple couches over on this side, so we'll go. And these are all black couches. Couple tables in there, and then over on the other side we've got just kind of the dining area. Looks like it does have a big bar in there, which I can't quite add, but just some those square, those are square tables, and looks like modern seating. But it is Swiss Air, so the seating, nope, I wanted red, thank you. Maybe not that red. The table is table colored. Give me... Really? Can I not grab that table color of table? Fine. Oh, I could paint it, but I can't. Let me tell you. Thank you. That is all I wanted to do. And we just kind of scatter the tables through the side here. But yeah, there's a bar area here that I'm not going to add just because of spacing issues. Give me a door on... Actually, give me windows first. Window... Oh, I don't like that. How big is the big window? Actually, you'll work fine right there. And then there's another window on the other side. Say there. We're going to extend the wall just a little bit. Isolate the wine area from every... Nope, not that way. Oh. There's a door there. That's the whole reason why I left that wall. So that access is the back patio. That access is the back patio. And then out here, there are just some tables, chairs. If I were smart, I would have painted them prior to putting them over here. Hey, look at that. And then there is a skylight. Where did this one go? I just want to grab the skylight, and it lives right here. But then the end of the patio, it's not very big. It just runs like that and like that. And there's a little bit of greenery out here. Right there, and we'll take it across like this. And the rest of the area is just kind of fenced off. So I'm just going to run a fence there and there. And I'm going to get rid of those guys and those guys. I'm going to go ahead and open that up for Swiss Airlines. Do I have the Swiss airline logo? Yes. So we'll go ahead and drop the Swiss logo in places. So that takes care of everything up here. I'm going to go ahead and open that for any airline. I'm going to open this one up for any airline as well. Did I not put anything in the Prime Class Lounge? Apparently I did not. Well, that's problematic. That's right, because I moved the Prime Class Lounge around. I forgot about that. I had to move it. Wall. Apparently I need to rezone stuff. Buffet tables, one there, one there. There are pillars. Just going to do the 2 pillars. And then on this side, there's just, I'm just going to grab the same arm tables and chairs from Swiss because they look very much the same, just different colors. They're actually next to each other, which is interesting. That is a interesting color. It's something like this for the chairs. Tables are kind of a white marble-ish color, so I'm going to just keep those as they are, and then do that. Looks like there's a door outside and towards the back. So we'll drop you in there. You know what? We're gonna go all the way forward with that, and then there is carpeting underneath it. It's kind of a tan carpeting. And then on the opposite side, ooh, hi. Apparently, I have a cat joining me here. On the opposite side, it looks like it's just more seating, different colors. Yeah. Looks like there's a dividing wall on on the other side. So I'm just going to grab this guy. We're going to drop all of you in over here, because it looks like it's very much the same, with the exception that there is a dividing wall about here. I'm going to run wall there. The central set, because again, does have carpet underneath, and there is another door to the outside world over here. I'm going to put you there. Nope, I just want a wall there. Thank you. The central chairs are a different color. It's a weird greenish color, maybe? They're also slightly shaped differently. But that is basically all there is to the Prime Class Lounge, easy for me to say. And so we'll open you up as well for any airline, and that basically wraps up Terminal E. So I am gonna spend some time in between episodes cleaning that up. But with any luck, we will see some people start to use some of the lounges here. We need more staff. Planes are coming in. We've got a large flight that needs to exist from Swiss Airlines because we don't want to make them upset. I mean, we just added a whole bunch of lounges, so. But with any luck, we'll start to see people come in and use some of the lounges, maybe check out the observation deck as well. But I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you guys for being here, and I look forward to seeing you guys again in Airport CEO. And as always, I hope you guys have yourselves a great day.